This is a video for anybody that was not in class today for class 11, and I just wanted to kind of go through the word problem solving word problem steps for those students. So there should be a notes packet that you can download from Schoology as well. So solving word problems is something that we will be working with in this unit and the next. So and everything that you need to solve a problem should be given to you. So we are not going to try to trick you with any problems that don't contain enough information or anything like that. So step one, read the problem. Try to find what you're looking for. How many questions do you have to answer? Everything you need should be in that problem. So read the problem 5 times, 50 times if needed. Do what you got to do. Some problems, what I may also suggest is you draw a picture. So sometimes a picture can help. I know, like when I do DRT problems, distance rate times problems, a picture is always beneficial for me. Step 2. So this is something that hopefully you worked on before, and if not, we can work on it a little bit in class as well. And I'll talk about in this video is declaring your variables. So there's kind of 2 things that I always say when you declare variables. The first thing is you're trying to declare variables is what you're trying to find. Like if I ask you for the cost of an apple or the cost of a banana, you shouldn't let X be how many bananas you bought, right? So declare your variable as what you're trying to find specifically, and you have to be specific. The second thing I always say is relating to independence. If you have one thing that depends on another, let X be the other, because the one that is depending is your Y. And we haven't really talked about dependent and independence variables in this class so much, but I think we may. So forget about that one for now. Just declare your variables as what you're trying to find. That way, when you get that X equals whatever, you can go back and look at your notes and say, oh yeah, X represents this. Step 3, set up your system. Step 4, solve your system. And then go back and answer the whatever questions were asked. So just because you get an answer that X equals whatever, make sure that you go and help the person out that you're, whoever Fred is, help them out, man. And then of course you should always check. Make sure that your answer makes sense. If you get that the cost of an apple is negative $1.50, that doesn't make any sense, right? It's actually losing sense. Ayo. So make sure that your answer checks out. Okay, doke. So let's go through one example in this video, and then I'll kind of leave the rest for you guys to try and get back to me if you need any help. So Fred's Fancy Farmers Market sells 2 types of packaged specials for apples and bananas, where they are loaded and prepared in a unique way with chocolate, sprinkles, and maybe some other options that I can't think of right now. So you can buy a special package of 1 apple and 1 banana together. So it's like it's a meal, it's a deal, package deal for $10. Or you can choose to buy 3 apples. Whoops. Oh, buy a 3 apple and 1 banana package. Okay, never mind. Delete that. For $18. So determine the cost of an apple or a banana if they were to be sold individually. So right now they're coming together in a package deal. If they were going to sell them separately, what should Fred charge? Or what is Fred charging essentially for these things? So step 1, read the problem. Done. Drawing a picture of an apple and a banana wouldn't help you. Maybe it makes you laugh or something. Great, do it. There's my apple. There's my banana. Yep, that made me laugh. Worth it. All right. So step 2, declare variables. So what are we trying to find? Determine what the cost of an apple or banana should be. So you can choose X and Y, or you can choose A and B. Some people like to do that. I'm going to stick with X and Y here. So let's let X equal the cost of an apple package, if you will. And then Y would be the cost of a banana package. That says package, believe it. Great, so step 1 and 2 are done. Step 3, set up your system. So now this is where we convert English to math. English to math. So when I look at these equations, can bust out maybe like my highlighter here. Well, that sounds fun. So you can buy a special package of 1 apple and 1 banana together for 10 bucks. And the other thing that's important is you can buy a 3 apple and 1 banana package for 18 bucks. So look for the special words in here and highlight them, underline them, do what you got to do to make them stick out in your brains. So 1 apple and 1 banana together cost 10 bucks. So how do you get charged things? Well, 1 apple, well, the 1 is referring to how many you're buying. Ooh, can I put that in, what color is that? That's almost this color? Sure. So when I say something like 1x, the 1 is referring to the quantity, how many I'm buying. The x is referring to the price. And if you multiply the quantity, I'm going up top here, times the price per one of them, the quantity values are canceling each other out. Right? So this is like 1 apple times, I don't know how much it is, 1 apple times the price is the dollars per apple. So the A's are canceling out, and the only thing you're left with is the price. And 1 banana should be 10 bucks. Now you can do the .00, but with decimals and zeros, you don't need them on there. And this is my equation 1. The cost of an apple times 1 plus the cost of a banana times 1, only got one of them, should be equal to 10. Let me find the funky green color. For this one, 3 apples and 1 banana is 18. So now it's going to look something like this, and let's break that down. So 3 times x. X again is the price for 1 apple, the cost of an apple package. So if x is 1 apple package, x plus x plus x would be 3 apple packages, and repeated addition is multiplication. I'm getting 3 of them at the price of something per 1. And there we go. Step 3 is done. Set up your system. We did that, we did that. Step 4, solve your system. So now when we're doing word problems, you have the complete option. You could, I do not suggest graphing, nope. I suggest doing substitution or elimination. You won't have Desmos on your exam, so you'll have to show your work using substitution or elimination. For this problem, either method is great. You got 1s all over the place, so that's perfect for substitution. But what I prefer, I always prefer elimination, man. That is my favorite method by far. So what I would do for elimination is I would take, I'm going to get rid of the y's here. I'm going to get rid of my y's. And I'm going to do that by multiplying equation 1 by -1. And if you're thinking ahead, if I multiply equation 1 by -1, that's going to make that negative, that negative, that negative, and my y's will drop out. So we'll have a -x, a -y, and a -10. This second equation I didn't change at all, so I'm just adding them straight up. Here we go. I got a 3x plus a 1y equals 18. So when I add these together, I have a -y and a +y. They will drop out. What? Get away. Then I'll be left with a -1x plus 3x. A 3 minus 1 is a 2x. Again, the y's dropped out. And then I'm going to be left with an 18. Oh, I'm sorry, an 8. -10 plus 18 is 8. And this is why I love elimination method. I do a little bit of work up here, and it bears fruit down here super well. Haha, bears fruit. I'm so funny today. Divide both sides by 2, and we're going to get that x is 4. Now you say, okay, what does x represent? X represents the cost of an apple package. So he'd be selling his apple packages for $4 a pop. Now that we know that, are we done? Nope. We got to determine the cost of an apple or banana. So I found the cost of an apple, now I got to find the cost of a banana. So we're going to take this value that we got for x equals 4, and we're going to plug it in. 1 is a really nice equation. Oh, they're both nice, but 1 has smaller numbers. So this is like x, oops, which I found to be 4, back up, plus y equals 10. And 4 plus what is 10? Well, 4 plus 6 is 10. Otherwise, if you're doing the work, you're going to be subtracting 4 along the way, and you're going to get y equals 6. So I get my two variables. I know what my variables represent. So if you declare your variables, you can just leave it as that. X is 4, y is 6. I'm okay with that. Otherwise, if you want to put it as an ordered pair, 4, 6, I'm okay with that as well. Or if you want to write it out, the cost of an apple should be 4. The cost of a banana package should be 6. All of those are a-okay with me. And if you wanted to check your answer, 4 plus 6 is 10. 3 times 4 is 12. 12 plus 6 is 18. You can also check online on Desmos when you're doing your homework at home. You get the same thing when you plug those equations in. All right, so hopefully that's enough to get you kind of started and going on the whole process through one example. There's a few more in the notes that you can do. And again, if you have any questions, let me know. Thank you so much. Have a stellar day and night.